Hey everybody, it's Shelly. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good day so far. I've been up since time did he wake? Legal states, we know what 420 means. Anyway, just because about it last night, and then this morning when I take a shower, lately I've been turning on an Abraham video on YouTube and just listening to it while I'm in the shower. And the guy was asking about the mind-body connection and how that all works, and how, people, especially right now with everything going on, people have a lot of fear about if they're going to get this and get that, and, how to stay healthy. And I just feel like, well, I don't feel like, I know that when you focus on something, it comes about. It's the law of attraction. That's what I preach. That's what I talk about. That's what I try to live my life to do, is use the law of attraction to my advantage, to have a happy, better life. And so when I was talking to Madison, when I was talking, I don't even remember how we got on the subject, but I mentioned to him that Louise Hay has a book called Heal Your Life, and it's about how each physical ailment that you have equates to an emotional ailment that you have, basically, which is the mind-body connection. So I think I remember looking up a toothache, because I have a lot of toothaches, and I think it was indecisiveness. But if you don't have her book, I have an old version of her book, but if you don't have her book, you can look online and just life and look up, bellyache or headache or eye pain or foot pain. Like, it has everything. It has everything. So, and it just equates to like what you need to do better. Like, maybe you need to communicate better. Maybe you need to step into your own better. Or maybe you need to be more decisive. And it's just an interesting thing that she did with that. It is just pouring out right now. And so it's just, oh, that's the neighbor's truck. I thought it was thunder. My neighbor has a loud truck, and I thought it was thunder. Anyways, like right now, if you are just in constant fear and worry, and every time you go out, you're like, and you hear somebody cough, you're like, oh my God, it's going to get me. It's probably going to get you, because you talk yourself into it. You are putting, like, if you are worried about it and you're constantly thinking about, am I going to get this? Is somebody going to cough on me? When I touch this door, am I going to get germs? What's going to happen? Oh my God. You are bringing that all to you. The universe will conspire and go, oh, so you want this virus? Because that's what you're focusing on. And then it will put things in your path to create that happening for you. It could happen with the flu. It could happen with cancer. It could happen with injuries. Like, you could be one of those people that's like, I always have bruises everywhere. I'm clumsy. I can fall upstairs. If that's who you describe yourself as, that's who you become. So I would rather describe myself as someone who takes good supplements to keep my immune system safe and strong. I go out in the world and I breathe fresh air. I do introduce, I'm not constantly sanitizing everything, because your immune system is meant to be constantly fighting things off. That's what keeps it strong. I mean, the thing is before all this happened, I was a little bit on the hand sanitizer thing anyways, and it's because I go thrifting a lot. And to me, it's just common sense to get out of the thrift store after you've touched everything that came from all these other houses and people, and it's been processed through the Goodwill system, and all these people have touched it, and it, same as the stores. Like, you can go into Walmart, we don't think about it. It's like, oh, it's brand new. It doesn't have any germs. Do you know how many people touch that? I remember my friend telling me that she washes clothes when she gets them brand new from the store. And I was like, that's crazy. And she's like, Shelly, do you know how many people wear, or that shirt or that hat or those jeans or anything that you buy at a store There has been so many people that have touched it. There's the people that packed it in the box. There's the people that packed it onto a pallet. There's the people that put it off the truck and unpack it. Then there's people that put it out on the floor. And then how many people grab that thing? You know, especially at the grocery store, you're always grabbing a can, looking at the thing, putting it back, grabbing this over here, putting it back. If that item's not damaged, if you put it back in the wrong spot, that grocery store or whatever is going to put it back on the shelf. It's been touched by so many people. So when I go to especially the thrift store, I'm on a little tangent there, imagine that. When I go to the thrift store, especially the Goodwill outlet, because that is just dumped into bins from people's boxes and houses. I've found, you know, cat poop. I have found spiders. I have found things that will get left out in the rain and they'll just be wet. You touch them and you're like, ew, what was that? And you're like realizing that it's raining out and you're like, I hope that just got left outside and it's not just nasty. And then I pull out my hand sanitizer and sanitize my hands. And I'm very careful. If I have to itch my eye, I usually go like this. I try not to touch, you know, I try not to like mess with my hair too much. You know, it's just like, because, and that's just general germs, just ickiness. That's, you know, but I'm not obsessed about this, and I haven't been from the beginning. The only reason I wear a mask is because I don't want to be a jerk to the employees that have to enforce those rules in the store. And whenever possible, I pull it down over my nose. And, you know, you can judge. I don't care. I don't live your life. You don't live mine. So, you know, go. If you want to judge, go throw stones somewhere else, because that really doesn't matter to me. Anyways, I just focus on being a healthy person. And am I like loading up on supplements every day? No, not really. Like, I have zinc, which I was told by a couple like health experts that weren't connected to hospitals and big pharma and all that. These independent health individuals. Eric Naputi is one of them. Is that zinc is a really good thing to take. Zinc and C and D, and I take some vitamin E, and I, you know, like, I just, and sometimes I forget for a few days, and then I'll like maybe get a little bit of a scratchy throat, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to take my supplements. That's just how I live my life. I'm not really consistent. If it feels right at the time, I do it. That's how I stay happy. There's other people out there that what makes them happy is being consistent and on task all the time, and that's great. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but there is a right or wrong way to think about your health and your physical, you know, well-being. And if you are constantly worried about the next thing that's coming down the line, you know, the next big thing that they've found, the news is throwing down your throat, that's what you're going to get. You're going to either get it, or you're going to be in such a constant state of worry all the time that you can't even enjoy your life. Like, I would rather enjoy my life and maybe get it. Like, if I get it, I'll deal with it. But I don't freak out about it. Like, I don't want to get it. And I'm healthy. So it's going to stay away from me. I mean, it's just a matter of thinking. Every time I start getting myself a little worked up, I mean, in the beginning, we were all kind of freaked out. Like, what the hell is this? They're shutting the whole country down. They're shutting the whole world down. This is serious. And then as it started to happen, and then you'd hear people go, yeah, my dad had heart problems for years and he passed away. And after he passed away, they tested him for COVID and said he was positive. He didn't even have any symptoms. He had a heart attack because he was old and he had heart problems. Why are they doing this? And then you start to realize they're doing this just all, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I was just like, wow, I'm not even giving into this. Like, I know it's real. I know people that have had it. I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm not going to freak out about it. I had I don't even know what it was, the bird flu or the swine flu, it was right before we moved into this house. We had this flu that kicked our butts so hard. Madison thought she was going to die. She didn't want to tell me because she was in such delirium that she thought that if she told me that she was feeling so horribly, I was going to try to carry her down the stairs, when I would have just called 911 and had an ambulance come pick her up. But she was in such delirium, sitting in the shower trying to cool off from this super high fever, that she didn't even wake me up and tell me what was going on. I was like, don't do that, damn it. But that flu, like, I mean, knocked our whole family down for days. And it's just like, it sucked. But during that time, when I was calling the kids in sick for school, the receptionist at the school was telling me half the school was out. And they didn't do anything about that. It was just, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to quit with all of that. But I'm just saying, don't live your life in fear. Live your life in health and abundance and wealth and hope and love, and knowing that, gosh dang it, now I have something stuck in my throat. Knowing that everything is going to be better than expected. And when these little things of contrast happen, because yeah, we could all get it. It could happen. But I've seen people that have had it and had a sore throat for a couple days. And I've seen people that have had it and been, down for 2 weeks. So I would rather have a healthy immune system. And if I do get exposed to it, which I kind of think that we did have it over a year ago, but if I did get exposed, and I'm sure that I have been, I can't imagine that I haven't been exposed to it. Like I said, I only wear my mask when I have to. I literally put it on while I'm walking in the store and take it off when I'm walking out of the store. That's how much I wear my mask. I just feel like I am in a healthy, positive state, and that helps my body be in a healthy, positive state. I notice that when I start complaining about my knees hurting, they hurt more. When I start complaining about my head hurting, it hurts more. So instead, I go, wow, my knees are kind of weird today, but they'll get stronger. I'm doing lots of exercises. Oh, my head's kind of hurting today. I'm going to take something for it and drink some water, because maybe I'm just dehydrated. Like, that's how I deal with those things. Instead of, oh, I have a headache, so I'm just not going to do anything for the rest of the day. And there are days like that. But even in those days, I get everything done first. Like, you just power through. Anyways, I feel like I'm just going on these tangents. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, but your mind and your body are totally connected. Each cell in your body has its own energy. So you have to decide what you're going to put into that energy. What are you going to put into each cell? I was talking about muscle testing last week, I believe it was. That's what that's about. Is your body, your cells, your energy either moves towards something or moves away from something. So when you're doing your own little energy or your own little muscle testing, you can just stand up straight and then think about something like, is spaghetti going to be good for me? Or is, pizza going to be good for me today? And you can think about the pizza, and then maybe you lean back, and then you think about the spaghetti, and then you start to lean forward. Okay, spaghetti will be better for me today. Like, that's your whole body's energy, and this little brains inside all of your cells going yes or no, because it pulls you towards it or it pulls you away from it. And that's the mind-body connection. Our whole bodies are connected to source, not just our head, not just our brain. Our brain is just like this. I feel like our brain is like the radio, the actual radio that picks up the stations. And it just is an interpretation of consciousness. That's what the brain is. When the brain is dead, our bodies no longer feel consciousness, but it still happens. So, anyways. Maybe somebody will get something out of this. I hope so. I'm going to go ahead and post it. I'm going to apologize for any of my rambling rants that I went on. I just think it's important to treat yourself with kindness and positivity and health and wealth and abundance and love and hope and all that good stuff. And when you're in a constant state of fear and something, you can't be there, and it sucks and it affects your body. So you can just start with little tiny little nuggets of hope and love and abundance and gratefulness, and you can, that just snowballs into, instead of being a nugget, pretty soon it's this snowball just rolling down this hill, picking up more snow and momentum. And pretty soon, you, every time you think about like, oh, I heard that there was more cases in the area, and you're like, but I'm healthy and strong and vibrant, and you know, I'm doing great, so I'm fine. Okay, have a great day. Happy Monday. Go create happy Mondays. They're the best. Bye.